Usually, when you think about heavy manufacturing, you picture, like, smokestacks or...
Sparks flying off grinders, yeah.
Exactly. Or the harsh glare of warehouse lights. It's hard, cold, and strictly functional. You don't really associate raw steel fabrication and welding with a quiet stroll through a botanical garden at twilight.
No, definitely not. It's a pretty huge contrast.
But welcome to today's analysis, because we are taking you right to the intersection of heavy industry and natural beauty. Our mission today is exploring the story behind these monumental illuminated steel flowers.
Right. The ones that were just installed at sunset on August 25th, 2026.
Yeah, on East Jackson Boulevard in Elkhart, Indiana. And before we go any further, a massive thank you to Sky Sentinel One News.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
They provided the early footage of this metallic bloom art piece being installed, along with the research brief that really sparked our whole conversation.
The visual contrast in that footage they sent is just striking. You have these three massive lily-like flowers towering over the landscape.
And they're glowing from within, right?
Exactly. One is this fiery orange-red, another is violet-purple, and the third is a deep amber yellow. And they're all glowing against the dusk sky while the installation crews are literally still suspended up in their aerial lifts.
Okay, let's unpack this.
Yeah.
Because we're looking at these towering steel stems and sculpted leaves, heavily anchored to concrete, but they appear incredibly delicate. Do we actually know who welded this metallic bloom?
Well, the strongest evidence points to Jim and Heather Babala.
From Kinetic Fusion.
Right, up in Michigan. We are still waiting on the final project plaque for, absolute official confirmation on the title and all the technical specs.
That sure makes sense.
But they did previously announce a commission for this specific spot, the Elkhart Health and Aquatics campus.
Right, and Elkhart has this really deep legacy as the RV capital of the world, and historically the band instrument capital of the world, thanks to CG-Con.
Oh, yeah.
They're famous for turning raw metal into sophisticated machines and horns.
Yeah.
Is this essentially a city taking its blue-collar manufacturing resume and planting it as a glowing, permanent garden?
That's exactly it. It's a literal translation of civic identity. I mean, the community is taking the exact skills that build its economy.
Right, like engineering and fabrication.
Yeah, structural support. And they're applying all that to organic forms. So manufactured material becomes petals.
Wow.
Engineering becomes botany. And just like a real garden, what you see above ground is supported by a massive invisible root system.
Ah, meaning the civic infrastructure behind it.
Precisely. The physical engineering of these flowers required a whole network of community engineering behind the scenes to actually make them bloom.
Like the 2015 Vibrant Communities Initiative.
Yes, which was launched specifically to improve the area's quality of place. That project really laid the groundwork.
Didn't Jill Sigsbee have a hand in that?
She did, yeah. She was on the steering committee representing the Community Foundation, and the artists specifically thanked her for helping navigate this commission. It builds on this long-running artistic conversation in Elkhart.
Oh, like those statues.
Yeah. Think back to 2017 when the city scattered those life-sized Seward Johnson statues all over the county, distributing like 40,000 location guides.
Right.
Or Orion Blaha's 2021 piece, Crystal Ribbons, which also turned discarded machine parts into plant-like structures.
Okay, hold on. Let me push back on this a little bit.
Sure.
It's an impressive structure, obviously, but are people actually going to get out of their cars and walk around just because of some metal flowers? So we shouldn't view these flowers as just pretty statues, but as literal anchors designed to pull foot traffic and reshape how residents physically use the Elkhart Health and Aquatics campus.
Well, precisely. It raises an important question about urban design because art like this actually rewires pedestrian behavior. When you take art out of a museum and place it directly on the sidewalk, it disrupts the visual monotony of a daily commute.
So people naturally slow down.
Exactly. A structure this large and illuminated acts as a visual anchor. It turns a transitional space, somewhere you just blindly walk through to get to your car, into a destination space. The Aquatic Center isn't just a pool, it's a massive hub for wellness. By placing a beacon like this outside, you're subconsciously telling pedestrians, hey, stop here, gather here, this is your community space.
So what does this all mean for you listening? It shows how deliberately placing art outside of museums completely changes how a community interacts with its own spaces.
It really turns a standard concrete sidewalk into an experience.
Totally.
Yeah.
And the perfect, unverified timing of this installation just feels too good to be an accident. These flowers went up on a Tuesday night, lighting up the boulevard just hours before Elkhart's downtown August Art Walk on Wednesday.
Oh, for sure. The steel blooms literally light up the street, setting the stage for the city to celebrate its local art scene the very next day.
A city famous for metal fabrication has essentially engineered its own glowing eternal springtime, which leaves you with a final question to ponder. If Elkhart can do this, what overlooked or discarded industrial history in your own hometown could be transformed into the next great piece of public identity?